Hello children, welcome you back to the science class. I hope you all are doing good. So dear students, as you all know that these days we are doing chapter 11, that is transportation in animals and plants. So some of the topics we have already covered in our live classes. So today we shall be continuing with the same chapter but with different topics. Okay, so before we get into the discussion, let us look the learning outcome once. So the learning outcomes, at the end of the class, students would be able to explore the structure of human heart and its working. They would be able to explain heartbeat. They would be able to elaborate the human excretory system. So let's start with the word heart, or the most important organ of the circulatory system. So children, in the live class I have told you that the circulatory system, it is comprises of three important components, that is the blood, then blood vessels and heart. So in our previous class we have discussed about the blood as a fluid, and it consists of three different types of cells like RBC, WBC and platelets, and the liquid part of the blood is plasma, is called as plasma. And we discussed about two types of blood vessels, that is arteries and veins. So today we will be continuing with the same, but we shall be discussing about heart. So let us start with the heart. So human heart is a pumping organ. Okay, it is known basically as the pumping organ, and it beats continuously to pump blood. So where does it is located? Where does it located? It is located in the chest cavity. Okay, and it is in the size of the fist. So this is the fist. Okay, the lower end is slightly tilted towards the left. To avoid mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, heart has four chambers. So please remember, here we are discussing about the structure of the heart. So human heart, it is it is divided into four chambers. Okay, it is having four chambers, and in order to avoid mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, the heart has these four chambers. So the four chambers are right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle. The partition between the chambers helps to avoid the mixing of blood. Alright, so when you will look the drawing, you will able to understand that oxygenated blood enters left atrium and passes to the left ventricle and is transported to all the parts of the body. Deoxygenated blood enters right atrium and then right ventricle, and from right ventricle blood carries carbon dioxide to the lungs. So this is how the blood used to circulate in the heart. Okay, so here you have come across two new terms, that is oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. So oxygenated blood is what? The blood which is rich in oxygen, and deoxygenated blood is devoid of oxygen. Okay, now children, this is the section of human heart. Okay, so this is called vena cava. Okay, this is aorta, this is right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle, pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. So you can see these are the different parts of the human heart. So this now we will understand how the blood used to travel inside this heart. So what happens actually, if you will look properly, you can see the heart is divided into two equal halves. Okay, right side and the left side. So in this drawing, if you can see, in the right side the color is blue. So this symbolizing, it symbolizes the deoxygenated blood carrier, and this side it is red, it is symbolizing the presence of oxygenated blood. Okay, now let us discuss, let us understand how the blood travels or how the blood enters. So the vena cava, this is the tube. Okay, through here the deoxygenated blood first enters. Okay, deoxygenated blood first enter here. From once the right atrium it gets filled up, it pushes this deoxygenated blood to get into this right ventricle. Okay, so it passes from here to here, and these are the valve, and these valves are nothing but it get closed, it prevents the backflow of the blood. Okay, now from here this deoxygenated blood, it get transferred to this blood actually get pushed to this pulmonary artery. So this pulmonary artery, it carries these deoxygenated blood to lung. and there it gets oxygenated, and then oxygenated blood enters through these two pulmonary veins. Okay, it enters inside the left atrium first. From the left atrium it goes to the left ventricle, and from here it is pushed. Okay, it is pushed and it gets entered into this aorta. This is the oxygenated blood. From the aorta only, the aorta distributes the oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body. So this is how the blood used to travel, or blood circulates inside. So this is the working of the human heart. I hope you have understood that. Okay. Now, by looking at this slide, you must have understood these two people. These are the two most important characters in NCERT textbook. This is Bujo and she's Paheli. Okay, so Bujo and Paheli, they were discussing something. Bujo said that I am confused. I have learned that an artery always carries oxygen-rich blood. Yes, that is true. Even we have also discussed while we were discussing the arteries and veins. Arteries are only associated with arteries only are associated with carrying the oxygen-rich blood. But here in the drawing you have seen the pulmonary vein. Okay, the pulmonary vein is only carrying the oxygen-rich blood. Alright, what is the reason? So Bujo was confused. He said that I have learned that an artery always carries oxygen-rich blood. So on that, Paheli, she explained that the pulmonary artery carries blood from the heart. So it is called an artery and not a vein. It carries carbon dioxide rich blood to the lungs. Pulmonary vein carries oxygen rich blood from the lungs to the heart. Okay. So now let's discuss about heartbeat. So heartbeat, that's a very common term. Okay, we all know what is heartbeat. All right. The heart used to, it used to contract and expand, contract and expand. So the rhythmic, it's rhythmic. Okay, it's in a rhythm. So the heart used to contract and expand in a rhythm. So this rhythmical contraction and expansion of heart muscles constitute heartbeat. So doctors check the heartbeat with the help of the device called as stethoscope. So I think you all are aware of this device. Yes. So the stethoscope has a chest piece, two earpieces and a tube for joining the parts. So stethoscope amplifies the sound of the heart. So it increases it amplifies. The rate of heartbeat is the pulse rate per minute. Heart beats to circulate blood to all the parts of the body. So please remember, our heart used to beat. The heart beats to circulate the blood to all the parts of the body. Now children, you can see here, this is the drawing of the device which the doctors basically use. These are the earpiece. Okay, this is the chest piece and this is the tube which is connecting all these parts together. Okay, this is the tube which is connecting that. So this is the stethoscope. Now some animals such as sponge, hydra does not have blood. Okay, the water in which they live carries oxygen and food when the water enters the body. The water when leaves the body carries away carbon dioxide and other waste materials from the body. So this is about sponges. So these are also living organisms. These are very simple living organisms. They don't have a well-defined blood circulatory system. Okay. Now next we will discuss about excretion of wastes. So in the human body, waste get generated. The process of removal of the toxic waste products produced due to cellular activities is called excretion. So cellular activities means the different activities which occurs within the cell in our body. Sometimes it releases some waste product. So this waste product has to be expelled out of the body. Okay, so the process of removal of the toxic waste product produced due to cellular activities is called excretion. Please remember, the parts of the body of organism involved in the process of excretion are called excretory system. So the excretory system is what? The parts of the body of the organisms involved in process of excretion are called excretory system. The human excretory system consists of kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. So you can see here the picture given. The excretory system, it consists of kidney, ureter. These are two pipe-like structure. These are called ureter. And this is the bladder. Okay, this is urethra. This is sphincter, and this is kidney. Okay, so these are the organs of human excretory system. All right. The human excretory system consists of kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. So now we are going to discuss the different functions of all these different, parts of the excretory system. So let us start with the kidney first. So kidney, what is kidney now? It is bean-shaped organ. Blood when reaches kidney contains both harmful and useful substances. The useful substances are absorbed by the body and the waste dissolve in water and form urine. So please remember, okay, these three. So next, ureter. Ureter has nothing but these are the tube-like structure. Passes urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. So this ureter are connected to the kidney. Okay, from the kidney, it passes urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. Now, what happens in the urinary bladder? The urine passes from the kidney to the urine bladder, is stored in the bladder. Then, what is urethra? It's a muscular tube containing a small urinary opening. So urine passes out through the small opening of the urethra. So these are the different parts and these are their functions. Clear, students? So I think with this we have come to the end, and at the end I would like to ask you some competency based question. So here you can see there is a picture given. Okay, and you have to name the instrument and you have to label the three different parts. And then veins have valves which allow blood to flow only in one direction. Arteries do not have valves, yet the blood flows in one direction only. Can you explain why? So these two questions you have to think, you have to write the answers. Okay, I'm not going to discuss right now. We shall be discussing it in the live class. All right. So children, at the end, let us summarize what all we have discussed. We have discussed today human heart, blood circulation, heartbeat, human excretory system. So I hope you all have understood all this. So thank you so much for listening to me. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you all in the next class.